What's up, guys? This is Mike Loris with another set from the Premier League Season 4. It's going to be Virtus Pro on the Radiant versus Team Dignitas on the Dire. Now, I'm having a couple of problems with the replay for KP versus Absolute Legends Game 3. So for right now, I'm skipping that. Hopefully, it'll all come out at about the same time. Right now, it's just not downloading for some reason. That game is going to be coming out. Hopefully, I will have that casted by the time this one goes up too, so in the end you won't see any difference. But anyway, Virtus Pro and Team Dignitas 2, incredibly strong teams. We see VP having a stand-in. It's actually going to be Dendi from Team Navi going to be standing in for Virtus Pro. I don't think I've ever seen them run with a Navi stand-in before, but you got to remember that Smile, which is another Virtus Pro player, is, or used to be known as, I guess, Ars Art, and he used to be playing for Navi, so looks like a little bit of Navi is assembling in the team of Virtus Pro, and together they're an incredibly strong teams. Of course, Dendi as well as Ars Art have played together for years and years, so they know each other rather well, and I expect that all these people would be, friendly with each other, or at least familiar with each other, just because everyone from VP is, I believe, Russian, and everyone from Navi, I believe they do speak Russian. I don't want to get too over my head in saying that, but I'm pretty sure they're all around from the same area. And they're incredibly powerful, as is Team Dignitas, however. So this is going to be truly a clash of the Titans, as VP, with their first three pickups, going to go for the Nature's Prophet, Queen of Pain, as well as the Weaver. So right off the bat, going to get a lot of mobility with these three heroes. Queen of Pain and Weaver especially can go all up and around the map, and then you'll have Nature's Prophet, who could go all up and around the map from level 1 if he decides to get teleport at level 1, which he shouldn't. But it is very possible for VP to be very aggressive, and that will open the door for them to play a very, very skirmishy, poke-heavy game. What I mean by that is that they shouldn't, if they do want to do that, then they shouldn't really pick up heroes with huge AoE teamfight ultimates, such as the Tidehunter or the Enigma. Because with the lineup they have right now, it's more about, moving in, doing a little bit of damage, moving out, moving back in again, poking them down, and using their mobility to ensure that they avoid a full-on 5v5 clash. It'll be good to avoid a 6v6 clash if you can in this game. But then just use their mobility to keep them safe, and then by doing so, they will be able to slowly bring down Team Dignitas, who are definitely not as mobile. The Bat Rider is pretty mobile. Lone Druid, he gets some good movement speed with that bear. But if they could force Team Dignitas into a position where they constantly are being kited around by the VP side, and it'll definitely be beneficial for them. But to Team Dignitas' favor, they do have a couple of tools to prevent this. One being the Telekinesis from Rubik, the Lasso from the Bat Rider, as well as the Entangle from the Lone Druid. All of these are disables that, even though they may not be the easiest to land with the Lasso pre-Blink Dagger, as well as the Entangle just being a pure percentage-based chance skill, it might be a little bit difficult to actually get a lockdown in the Queen of Pain or Weaver. However, if they do so, they could tear through these soft heroes. Queen of Pain, Weaver, as well as Nature's Prophet, not exactly known for their tankiness. And so Team Dignitas, if they can catch one of these heroes, then they can really open them up and get the tasty innards. But that is, of course, if the Blink as well as Shikuchi doesn't keep the Weaver as well as Queen of Pain safe. The bans are flying out real quick. Let's go over them real quickly. VP targeting Team Dignitas' mid lane heroes. I guess they expect the Bat Rider to not go to the mid lane because they have banned out the TA as well as the Tinker. And the Tinker is a hero that you see on occasion. It's an incredibly powerful hero. It has potential to jungle, actually, so just saw a game of that. But banning the TA, I don't think Team Dignitas are ever really going to do it, despite the fact that I think Sneaking's TA is freaking terrifying. VP with their pickup of the Queen of Pain means that a TA really isn't going to do that much. I mean, you have the Shadow Strike, which will burn through the refraction charges, and then even though Queen of Pain's Scream of Pain is very easy to block as the TA, just the fact that you'll be able to cancel out all those defensive refraction charges means that the Queen of Pain should win that lane, or at least stay even in that lane. Regardless, isn't going to be an issue. Enchantress also being the ban out, eliminating Team Dignitas for doing some very, very early pushing. They do need another support hero, and probably would look to a carry as well. Leshrac banned out by Team Dignitas themselves, as well as the Shadow Demon, as well as the Undying, targeting VP's potential for tri-lanes, because right now they have the Nature's Prophet, who most likely is going to end up in the jungle in some capacity, as well as the Weaver. Now, the Weaver in a tri-lane doesn't really work as, like a CK in a tri-lane, or like a Luna in a tri-lane, or a PL. because the Weaver really doesn't have anything to add as far as crowd control effects. He doesn't have a single slow, he doesn't have a single stun. What he does have is a lot of damage and the ability to stay safe while being aggressive. So going up against Team Dignitas, who it looks like they're going to be running a Lone Druid tri-lane, it'll be really interesting to see how Team Dignitas' lanes shape up. But with the Lina Bane to support that Weaver, I'm guessing, it should be a decent tri-lane for VP, because the Nightmare into LSA means that Weaver will have all the time in the world to stay safe with the Shikuchi, as well as do the damage. But they're going to be going up against Team Dignitas, the Bounty Hunter, usually picked up as a hard lane hero. But he's got to watch out. If there's sentry wards on the two supports of VP, Bounty Hunter not long for life. I would expect a potential for Team Dignitas to run the Lone Druid on the hard lane instead, and I don't know, because usually Lone Druid, I guess in this circumstance, when you're deciding between Bounty Hunter and Lone Druid in a hard lane, it's going to be the Lone Druid, and a Puck is the last pick for Team Dignitas. Wow, their lineup is incredibly greedy, holy crap. It is going to be sneaking on the Puck, so it's going to be a solo mid Puck, and, well, if you look at Team Dignitas' side, then you really can't identify who the supports are supposed to be except for the Rubik. That's clearly going to be the hard support, but Lone Druid usually gets a solo lane. Batrider usually gets a solo lane. Bounty Hunter usually gets a solo lane, and Puck, of course, usually gets a solo lane. And unfortunately for Team Dignitas, there are only 3 solo lanes in the game. I guess the Batrider could go to the jungle, Rubik into the support role, and then Puck as well as Bounty Hunter, which wouldn't work all too poorly. But Team Dignitas are going to need a lot to get this going, and, well, they're going to be forced to go very, very gank heavy. They have picked up a little bit of mobility with the Bounty Hunter as well as the Puck to try to lock down the aforementioned mobility of VP. But Team Dignitas, this actually will work pretty decently for them, but Universe is actually going to be farming the Bounty Hunter. That's interesting choice. I'm going to go over a little bit of that later, but let's go over who else is playing what first. We have Way Too Sexy, The Way You Make Me Feel, playing the Rubik. Sneaking is going to be playing that Puck. Pulled some regen, yes, just a little bit. Got himself no talisman. Fogged. Sneaking has been going to play the Puck. If I didn't say that, I don't know if I did. Fogged is going to be playing the Batrider, already prepping for that jungle, and Aoi 2000 on the bottom lane as the Lone Druid. They're going to run straight away into VP. NS is going to be playing that Bane. Illidan is going to be playing the Weaver. Crazy is on the Queen of Pain. Smile is on the Lina. And we have the stand-in Dendi going to be playing the Natured Prophet. Now keep in mind that Smile is Art, and Tame My Wild is Crazy, and Illidan is Airman. So I'm probably just going to call them what they have as their tags, because, hell, if they want to have their name like this in a game, then clearly that's what they want people to call them, so I'm going to go ahead and obey them. I cannot believe that there is not a single announcer or HUD or anything in this game.
The battle begins.
That is a very, very weird occurrence, but okay, I really gotta wonder what Universe is going to be planning on this top lane. Way Too Sexy is most likely going to be taking on a chief support role. Batrider is definitely going to be in the jungle, but probably not going to do all too much in those lanes. Oh, Universe going to go circle around for NS. They do spot him, but they sentry ward, revealing the fact that NS does see Universe as well. Batrider is going to have his camp blocked off, but not for long, placing 2 sentry wards. It's going to be a race to kill the sentry wards, which the Batrider will win extremely easily. But I don't know exactly what Universe is trying to do. Is unfortunately going to block the camp. I don't think it's going to matter to Fogged all that much. He's going to kill these off, then try to stack these, and then he'll be successful. But Universe, Bounty Hunter is a type of hero who does need levels very quickly. You want to get him to that level 6 as fast as possible. And right now, against this tri-lane from VP, he simply cannot do so. This is going to mean that Rubik is going to be, at least for now, the soloing hero. So it's getting a little bit of a role reversal this game. Universe is going to be supporting as the Bounty Hunter. Way Too Sexy is going to be farming the lane as the Rubik. It's only because if Universe goes into that lane, he's most likely going to get his face handed to him. Way Too Sexy now going to take charge of this pull, but you know, Universe, you want this Bounty Hunter to get to level 6, because once you get that track, then he could leave the lane. And once he has that, if you could get a roamer that is extremely effective, not only in doing some damage, but also adding utility to the team with the movement speed, with the additional gold that he is going to be putting into the coffers of his friendlies, it just makes snowballing forward in the game so much easier. He will be able to get a little bit of experience, and I do believe that VP are out of sentries. Yes, they are. So Universe could just chill in here with invisibility all day long, assuming he has the mana to do so. But he won't get any gold, and that's something that Bounty Hunter usually is going to have to deal with. Meantime, the bot lane, Aoi, speaking of getting no gold, is going to be using the Lone Druid versus the Nature's Prophet. He should be able to get a little bit now. There was a little bit of the creep movement when you drag it down or you drag it up, depending on which side you are on. There was a little bit of that going on, which made it a little bit difficult for Aoi, apparently. However, he's going to recover decently in this lane. He should, at least, be able to do so, if those treants ever cut him some slack. Sneaking on the mid lane is going to go up against Crazy. He is holding on to this lane very, very well. Now, this is a lane matchup that we have seen time and time again, and generally it comes down to how well do the heroes, is the phase shift, because if Crazy does that, blinks forward for a Scream of Pain, and Sneaking is not fast enough to dodge it, then he's going to die. Oh no, he just used the last of his mana. Illusory Orb is down, and there's a smoke right on their north. The Courier, got to get rid of the Courier, man. Nightmare into Sneaking. He's going to bottle charge a little bit more. Smile's going to move in, land the LSA. Do they have enough damage for this? Crazy's on the low ground. Brain Sap, going to get dodged by Sneaking. Did he cast it? Yeah, he dodged the Brain Sap. I did not know you could do that. He's going to throw out the Orb and NS, as well as Crazy. Very, very low on HP. Sneaking is going to survive and continue bottle crowing that mid lane. Very, very well played with Puck, and we can see even going for 2 points in phase shift. Sneaking, wanting to play super defensive in this lane, and really it's not going to hurt him too much, because if you go for the point in Waning Rift, yes, you could get a couple of kills, but if you're going to get dove upon by a Queen of Pain, the additional points in Waning Rift most likely isn't going to help you, because it's the phase shift that's going to keep you protected from her spells. So it's the silence and really puny damage at level 1 isn't really going to help, but the additional level of phase shift will, and that won't mean that Puck will have to sacrifice the lane. Puck will still be able to hold strong onto that lane. He won't be able to dominate it as hard, because he won't be able to go as aggressive as he possibly can versus that Queen of Pain. But he will be able to at least break, it's basically insurance that he breaks even on that lane by getting that additional point in phase shift. And sometimes you want to dominate the lane as the Puck, depending on how well you're last hitting, stuff like that. But in other cases, you might as well just play it safe, and now he's going to move right back into the Waning Rift. Top lane, got to keep an eye on Universe. Might get hit by an LSA or a Nightmare, but at the same time, Aoi getting roughed up really hard by these treants from Dendi, who's just sicking them on that Lone Druid. Top lane, a little bit of a dive. Nightmare onto Rubik, already the Shukuchi, breaking that Nightmare, and way too sexy, trying to make his way out of there, right into an LSA. He's going to die. Storm Rage takes that last hit. Fogged has arrived into this fight, can use the Firefly, going up into the cliffs, taking a lot of damage, 6 HP. He's going to survive with the Firefly onto everyone. Dendi as well as Illidan, trapped behind the tier 1 tower, going to pop some treants, trying to get them blocked, but the Shuriken toss, level 2 on that, will do him in. Now Illidan on the run, trying to look for Fog, going to get lifted up into the tower, getting brought closer into tower range, and way too sexy with the Fade Bolt, going to pick up the Weaver kill. Fog is going to want to avoid this treant at all costs. And is Fog stuck? No, he's not. He's completely fine. But 3 for 1 in favor of Team Dignitas thus far. Did Dendi? No, Dendi teleported up to the top. I'm like, why is there no one bottom lane? He teleported up. Let's actually see how those kills have been broken down. Way too sexy died, but as soon as he resurrected, he got a response kill. Who died to the... Someone died to the to the Dire. Not sure who. Let's take a look at this. Weaver did pick up the first blood, so VP, despite the fact that they are now down on kills, did get the first blood. However, Bounty Hunter takes one, Rubik takes one, and the Dire, takes the last one. So Team Dignitas, keeping their Batrider alive, are going to be okay with that trade. Way too sexy, even retaliating a kill as he teleports back into that lane. So first blood going onto the Weaver, definitely not an optimum solution for Team Dignitas, but hey, it's going to be okay, because they did, in the end, get 3 kills in exchange for VP's only 1. And all the while, Aoi on that bot lane is, he managed to pick up the level 6, which he's not going to go into the true form just yet, and wants to have that additional range in order to last hit effectively and stay out of the range of Dendi. But Aoi getting a little bit more experience, whereas Dendi just went up there for an assist, yes, and now he is level 6 himself, but the Lone Druid has had a little bit of time alone in the lane to get that additional farm up. The Orb of Venom now up on him. Won't be surprised to see an early set of phase boots on the bear either. Crazy has hit the level 6 mark in the mid lane. You can see taking no points in Shadow Strike. It's a very standard build if you're going up against a Puck, because there's really no way in hell that your Shadow Strike is going to be hitting a Puck who has any sort of reflexes at all. As long as they are not a potato, they will be able to. Speaking of potato, god damn it. As long as they are not potato, they should be able to phase shift any sort of dagger, because the daggers, they have a very, very easy to tell animation. Oh wait, Fogged in a little bit of trouble. NS is going to brain sap him, but Fogged is going to go straight up to the high ground. Dragon Slave going to hit, but it's not going to matter. Living at 80 HP, and here comes Sneaking to drop the Dream Coil, as well as his Waning Rift. Batrider with the Firefly of all things kills the Bane Elemental, getting a retaliation kill, and VP diving very aggressively for absolutely nothing. Although, This Batrider has been pretty lucky so far in this game, surviving at just a sliver of HP on the top lane, surviving at just a sliver in the jungle, and really you can't count on always surviving at such low HP amounts. But yeah, so it looks like it was Dendi who got picked off on the bottom lane, just an easy rotation for the Bounty Hunter, who now is level 6. So Universe is going to be roaming extremely heavily. Fogged, as well as Way Too Sexy, might be in a little bit of trouble because here comes NS for the Nightmare. They want to go for Batrider. Firefly is still up. Nightmare taken away by Way Too Sexy, and here come the bugs. Illidan's going to land one bug on Way Too Sexy, and there's the lasso onto NS, but already the Rubik is going to get burst down. Sneaking does not have his Dream Coil for this one. Going to dodge the Sonic Wave, actually, but it's not going to matter. Firefly everywhere. Universe actually arrived. Going to get a kill onto Crazy. That is a track kill. Sneaking is still alive somehow. Going to bottle up and save himself a little bit more time in this. The Illusory Orb going to kill off one, and then he's going to jaunt to it. 6 HP. Dendi going to come in for one little poke. No, phase shifted. Sneaking on a baller streak right now. Oh no, Lena's still around though. He's going to kill off the puck eventually, but now Dendi tracked up. He's going to try to teleport out of here. Is there a Shuriken? Is there an Entangle? There is nothing, and Dendi's going to stick the landing. In the end, it is 4-8. Sneaking. Wow, with those reflexes, that phase shift, man. Jaunting out of attack range and then phase shifting. And of course, Dendi is hacking. So we should everyone go and report Dendi for hacking, because Aoi hit him like 5 times and he did not get in a single entangle. So that kind of sucks for Aoi, but he's going to have to deal with it because Dendi is still alive and he's rushing up a mech. Level 6 on the Nation Prophet, but 4-8 is the score in favor of Team Dignitas. Once again, going to look at how the kills are broken down. Universe, wow, 303. This Bounty Hunter is absolutely making bank, and that is why, even though he's had a shitty time on that top lane, he is just doing so well in the gold per minute chart. Really everyone from Team Dignitas, with the exception of Way Too Sexy, just leading in very far in the gold per minute chart. Aoi had that bot lane relatively on lockdown. Jungling from the Batrider is actually pretty darn quick. He's 600 gold away from his Blink Dagger, and of course sneaking in the mid lane, at least standing toe to toe with the Queen of Pain from Crazy. And looks like sneaking is sneaking, trying to make conversations, not going to happen. But Team Dignitas looking extremely strong in this game. Gold advantage, experience advantage, both in favor of the Dire. And with the Bounty Hunter getting a lot of that and really recovering from his poor early start, that gold advantage is going to be very hard for VP to recover because of all this track gold that is going to be flowing into the coffers of Team Dignitas. Something that VP can do, which is what they're doing right now, is try to equalize that gold advantage through the use of towers. They're going to make this a 1-for-1 trade unless here comes Universe, and the Bears already on the front lines looking for an entangle. Sentry wards are up, so they spot out Universe and immediately enfeebling him. Not much damage there. Nature's Prophet ultimate going to bounce through. NS going to get wailed upon by the Bear. Where's the entangle? No entangles yet. There's a 3-man Dream Coil as Way Too Sexy makes his way in as well. Already, everyone is dying to this puck. Lasso onto Dendi as well in the Firefly. He's roasting. How do you like Nature's Prophet? Medium rare? You got it. Illidan on the run. He's the last one to survive on VP side. Does have a time lapse, going to go back all the way into the Firefly, but there is no vision actually, so Illidan is going to walk his way out. Bear right on top of him. Let's see if Illidan has those anti-root hacks. He does not. The Bear is right on top of him. Shikuchi now up, but a track will not let him escape from the true sight. He is still on the run. One more Shuriken toss will do it. Not enough mana, but the Bear, as well as Way Too Sexy's right clicks, will kill him off. Teleportation's coming in, but they're not on the tier 1 tower. They're going to try to go for Universe. 130 HP. He will survive. Aoi in a little bit of trouble, but there is no slow from the Queen of Pain. Let's see if the Queen of Pain has the anti-root hacks. She does not either. Aoi is going to live at 70 HP. Dragon Slave just barely missing in the Bear. Oh, you can't let that Bear die, because if the Bear dies, Aoi dies. LSA onto him, Brain Sap, and Aoi does go down to the Bear damage. Sneaking on the run, going to have to deal with Dendi. He's going to try to teleport out of here. LSA, not that LSA, Laguna Blade, almost killing off that puck, but it's not going to be in time. Team Dignitas are getting almost, they did get a complete team wipe on VP. Only losing, I believe, one hero in Aoi, which is not the hero you want to lose, but hell, they're getting such great trades in this entire game. Sneaking, coming in with a huge Dream Coil Waning Rift all over VP, and then Fogged at the same time was laying down some heavy Firefly. A little bit of a cute combo with that Flame Break, pushing everyone out of that Dream Coil. Not sure if anyone actually did get hit by that, but you cast the Flame Break while they're Dream Coiled, and hopefully that will work, because that is a very nice combo. Get that guaranteed extra damage and stun. But Team Dignitas, with their early game team fight, as well as the fact that the Bounty Hunter really accelerating them at a gold per minute on the gold charts, they're really doing very well, because the team fights, how well they're doing for Team Dignitas, that means they're going to be ahead in the EXP chart. And then with the gold chart advantage as well, as we see Fog finding a wild Dendi. He's going to try to teleport on out of here. Shuriken, Flame Break, everything. and Universe finds himself a dominating streak, and then they walk into a Centaur and they all get stunned. Illidan is going to survive this top lane once again, but he's really not getting much of anything at all. 3 deaths to this Weaver is definitely not what you want to have on the hard carry of VP. And Team Dignitas, they're getting pretty much the exact opposite of this Weaver onto Aoi. He's only died once, he's extremely successful. Now Illidan might be in a little bit of trouble, tracked up, forces Shukuchi away. But moving at max move, oh, he's actually going to time-lapse it out, so I think that Universe is going to be okay with that, although Illidan's going to make his way out. Aoi still farming up. What is he going to get? He does have those phase boots up and another 600 gold. Does he have anything on the courier? Nah, Tranquil as well as phase boots. He's going to be perfectly okay with that. This is a relatively low earning game just because of how much action there is. Not much time for these teams to farm. But the goal that Team Dignitas is definitely going to be an advantage for them. Crazy. Going to find Aoi. He's going to steal the Golem and then make his way out. Some old WC3 creep jacking going on there. This is not a Blade Master, but for all intents and purposes, she might as well be. Universe going to get spotted out just barely by Smile. But it looks like Universe will make his way out. Going to even turn around, considering going for this Luna. Yes, Brown's coming in as well. If they could land an Orb as well as a Waning Rift, this Luna is dead. There's the Shuriken Toss. Looking for the track. There's a track. Illusion Orb. Waning Rift. Right-clicks on the puck. And that's going to be the end of Ars Art, dying alone in the jungle with his team. You know, not too far away, but way too far away. So to be able to help him. That is another track gold going for the Bounty Hunter. He will now have his boots 407 on him with only 10 CS. He's still at 3rd place in the gold per minute chart, and even sneaking getting good in that fight as well. 1700, 1800 gold on him. He's almost at his Blink Dagger, which the Batrider does already have. Used it to kill off Dendi on that top lane, and now we see a big smoke up from Team Dignitas. They want more blood, and they know exactly where it is. It's going to be a little bit hard to crack because there are 4 heroes on this mid lane, and if you go in for a lasso, you are going to be nightmared. Fogged is completely safe though. The sentry not revealing him at all. No vision here. But they're going to go for a big mid-team fight. All 5 are moving in. Teleportation from Aoi. Going to bring in the bear. Where's the initiation from the lasso? Smile is going to get initiated upon. There it is. Entangled as well. Going to stretch those vines a little bit more. But Bear on the front lines wants an entangle onto Dendi. Let's see if his hacks are still working. They are not. Dendi's going to get entangled, but he's very, very safe in that position. The Shukuchi has been stolen by Rubik, will help to keep him alive, but the lasso is down. Team Dignitas with the bear demolished. They will try to go for this tower. Oh, Illidan tracked up in the first hit as well as entangled, lifted up into the air. Do they have enough damage to kill him off? Yes, they do. Just barely with the Shuriken Toss as well as that Fade Bolt. And Weaver did not see that one coming. No time to cast the time lapse. Team Dignitas with just the right amount of burst, killing off that Weaver for free, getting another track gold out of that as well. And Team Dignitas, they are on an absolute tear. They're playing this so very well with their strategy that they have crafted for themselves with this Bounty Hunter. This tower is not going to be long for life. VP, they're looking to poke back Team Dignitas, but it is way too late. The tower is already very, very dead. And now Universe, he wants more blood. He knows where Crazy is, and only 700 HP on that Queen of Pain. Bounty Hunter, I don't think will be able to kill her off, but is definitely going to make her get out of the jungle. Yeah, with Pink coming in, then they definitely can. Oh, looks like they actually want Dendi. He's going to teleport himself out. Has finally picked up his mech, but 044, Nature's Prophet not having the best game. Every time he teleports, it's just teleporting into a mess of Firefly as well as Puck Fairy Dust. That is not a good place to teleport in if you are a Nature's Prophet, despite the fact that it seems like he should be friends with Puck. I mean, they're both really nature-y people and happy. I guess Nature's Prophet is more grumpy. He does look a lot more grumpy than happy, so maybe he's not best friends with Puck. I do not know the lore. Although Fairy Dragons, maybe I'm just saying that because they're both like Night Elf units in Warcraft 3. The Nature's Prophet was the keeper of the... No. Who was he? Oh wow, it's... Yeah, it was Keeper of the Grove. The campaign Keeper of the Grove. That's what it is. And then Puck was a Fairy Dragon. There you go. I still remember my Warcraft 3. I should play that game again. That game is so amazing. Oh my god. I'm pretty sure Battle.net is dead, which is kind of sad. Anyway, enough about that. Team Dignitas gonna go straight into the Roshan Pit. There is no warding in the area for VP, so they're gonna have no idea that this is happening. Aoi should pick up the double health, although Universe might need it as well. Janata is going to bring down Roshan extremely quickly, and let's see who gets it. It's actually going to be sneaking, so he could feel free to dive in suicidally. There's 2 points in his invulnerability from Phase Shift will keep him alive, so that Aegis is going to get a lot of time to sit in his inventory, I expect. Wage Sexy returning to his top lane is going to steal Shikuchi. Oh no, Owie gonna get Fiend's Grip. Laguna Blade as well. Blinking from Crazy, gonna burn 3 ultimates. No, the silence from Puck is going to save 1, and Lone Druid takes a kill in the meantime. So Tama Wild trying to get in for a nuke or anything, but instantly entangled. The bear is very, very weak and get hit by an LSA. Smile on the high ground actually. Not too sure what you're doing up there, but they're just looking for a track. Sneaking is going to right-click him down. Going to throw the orb. Going to jaunt away as well. Sneaking, no, actually going to get stunned up by the LSA. Will barely survive with that Aegis still. The Sonic Wave has been used as Crazy. Has picked up Rubik in the sidelines, but now the drum up from the Bounty Hunter, and they're chasing down Crazy. They want him dead. Sneaking, a little bit of danger, but Tama Wild should be fine to just continuously blink away from this, despite the track, as from the track movement speed, as well as the phase boots and drum. Tama Wild should be able to make it out of here alive. Fogged is a little bit too slow to get in blink range for a flame break. But in the end, Team Dignitas extend the lead to 6-19. Actually, do they extend the lead? 1, 2, 3. Actually, Owie gets a double kill out of that. Not bad, Owie. We'll give him his armlet. So it is a favorable trade for Team Dignitas, if I am reading this correctly, which I assume I am. The Aegis very, very close to being burned, but just slapping Ars Art up to that high ground. Oh, Universe, a little bit out of position, I would say. So Puck is coming in, gonna get a 3-man in that silence. The Universe is gonna turn around for this. Shuriken will kill off 1, and Fogged is here as well. Crazy wants to blink in for another screen, but will not happen. And Universe extend his kill streak to 5, and no, Smile. Smile, you gotta run. Dream Coil onto 2, and the right click should be enough. Flame Break gonna burst out that Lina down, and Dendi trying to teleport out, lifts it up into the air. Shuriken, silence. He will die as well. Team Dignitas finding kill after kill after kill, and VP. They don't look like they're performing poorly at all. I mean, they're doing as best as they can in these fights, but just the fact that Sneaking is always coming in there with 3 or 4 in that silence, and then another 3 or 4 with that Dream Coil. I mean, what choice do VP have but to run? And now Illidan in a little bit of trouble, having a man fight with the bear. Here comes NS, does have the Fiend's Grip, gonna get it onto Owie, but we remember the last time this happened, NS paid for it with his life. Owie does have 8 stick charges, and the bear is still working on Bane, needs an entangle onto Illidan if he wants to keep himself alive, trying to teleport away. A little bit of a lost cause there, 135 gold down the drain, and Owie is also going to die from that. But VP, I mean, last time they tried to kill the bear did a lot more damage, killed off NS in this mid lane, and really that Rubik putting that Lina up onto the high ground, preventing her from escaping. He did manage to get a solid kill from that as well, but Universe, with 10 assists, with all the track gold, is really racking up the dough. Having, the primary nuker on the high ground really going to help with the soft hero of the Bounty Hunter just do his work. And going to find Dendi. 1 Janata hit. There's the Shuriken toss as well. Already bringing him down to half HP. He should be able to make his way out of there alive. Bounty Hunter not doing enough damage with the mech up on H Profit as well. So Universe is going to back on out of there. But just a small display of power from this Bounty Hunter. He's saying to VP, hey, you gotta watch yourself. If you don't have True Sight, I could burst you down. If he wasn't so close to his base, then that would have been a dead Nature's Prophet. And Dignitas, they have a crushing gold as well as a crushing experience lead in this game. That's despite the fact that they haven't really taken too many towers. It is only a 1 tower advantage for Team Dignitas. Roshan as well will add a little bit to that pool of gold. Just getting so many kills with track on top of that means that we're going to go again. Smile in this mid lane, going to get pushed out of range with that flame break out of the Dream Coil. Sneaking, going to try to go for NS. Nightmare will slow that down, but here comes Universe for that Janata hit, slowing down the Bane. Lose your orb as well. Shuriken going to kill off that Bane. Meanwhile, Owie on the top lane was in a little bit of trouble with Dendi, as well as Crazy on this top lane. Might still be in a little bit of trouble, but still, Team Dignitas finding a couple of easy picks in that mid lane with track gold on top of that yet again. And this game is looking so fantastic for Team Dignitas. They're getting so many big items up because of all this gold. And VP, they are the type of heroes that really need a lot of time. At least their carry is a hero that needs a lot of time. Weaver needs a lot to be effective. The Lincoln Sphere will help eventually, but with track to easily pop that off, with the Shuriken toss to really easily pop off that Lincoln Sphere to make time for the Flaming Lasso to come in, I don't know if Illidan's going to be able to build up any damage anytime soon. Queen of Pain really is the greatest tool that VP have right now, as well as the guaranteed nuke damage from Lina. But with so much action, so much aggression happening, I completely missed that even though I was right near it. They're just not finding the farm or the time to actually get any of this done. Universe now going to get smoked up with the rest of his team. Puck, oh, that Puck illusion. Oh, well, that's mind gaming them. He's definitely mind gaming them. They know that there is a real Puck here. or a fake puck here, I should say. But that might be enough to push them back, unless they reveal that it's an illusion, and they do. Oh my god, the mind games. Are they actually going to leave? They know that the puck is fake, or they should know that this puck is fake. They don't know that anyone else. Oh, Universe is going to get attacked because he got a little bit too close to a sentry ward. Universe is going to cut down that tree out of fury. And even, wow, the puck killing off some wards by himself.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Ours Art is going to find that bounty hunter, and my frame rate is dropping for some reason. Hopefully that will not continue. Already tracks out, and now Dignitas know the exact positioning of VP. There goes sneaking, and a Dream Coil onto 2, Silence onto 2 as well. Here comes Bat Rider, Flame Break gonna push them out, at least gonna push out Smile. One more right click will do him in. The Magic Charge will not save him. Now Crazy lifted up into the air, sneaking still right clicking away. Crazy gonna blink into the trees, will be fine to make his way out of there, but 2 down once again for VP. And why is my frame rate dropping so much? What is going on? Do I have to pause this? I think I might have to. I will pause this. I will be right back, guys. Alright, I have no idea what the problem is, but we're going to just truck right on through, and hopefully the problem will go away if we ignore it. So everyone, do your best to ignore it. Usually the last couple times this happened, it was because I was running low on hard drive space, but I just cleared out a couple of old video files or whatever. And then everything was fine, but this time I have plenty of hard drive space. And look at that, frame rate back up, although I probably just shouldn't have said anything, because now it's going to drop again. Unless I double jinx it, it's going to drop very, very low, guys. That's going to happen. Alright, but Team Dignitas knocking on the tier 2 tower of VP. They could defend this, but they got to be careful with this puck initiation. So far, sneaking this entire game has been on the ball with just jumping in. And a silenced Lina and a silenced Bane, a silenced Queen of Pain as well. Those are not the type of heroes that you really want to have silence, because once that silence hits them, they cannot do anything. Their right clicks don't matter for much at all. And then at that point, they're just, just sacks of meat for you to punch and then kill. And that's very, very easy to punch and kill when you have damage coming from the Bounty Hunter as well as the Lone Druid. So Sneaking really setting up a lot of these fights for Team Dignitas and VP. They need to find a way to shut down Sneaking, but Sneaking is always going in onto the Bane at least. And that's the easiest stun for VP to land. Aside from that, there is only the LSA, which can catch the puck if he's not too careful. But getting rid of that Fiend's Grip is just such a huge benefit for Team Dignitas, and Sneaking is making sure to get that every single time. They're going to go for a tier 2 tower. It might end up being a tier 2 tower trade with Denny on this top lane, doing a little bit of pushing action, but with this bear incredibly stacked, as well as Demolish, they're going to be able to tear down this tier 2 and even slide down to the mid lane, where already there's action happening. Universe killing NS with the help of Fogged, using that lasso. Once again, Bane Elemental is on the sideline, still level 8. Needs more levels for that Enfeeble, but no levels are coming his way because every time he leaves his base, he's dying. 1-9 for him. Most kills, most deaths on the map, I believe. Yeah, definitely, by far, actually. Now Universe going to circle around, going to find Illidan. Unless there's another Blink Lasso, I don't think they're going to catch this Weaver there. Not almost at the Lincoln Sphere. That's great for the Weaver, but it's not really going to help because Bounty Hunter is almost at the BKB. Armlet is up on the Lone Druid, as well as what looks like to be a Lightning Hammer. And the computer is not enjoying this. Once again, I'm going to pause this game. I'm sorry for this, guys, but I must do what has to be done. Alright, hopefully everything is better. Nope, it's definitely not. God damn it. Blink forward from Way Too Sexy. Going to find Smile, but oh my god, look at this soup I'm in. What is happening? Oh my god, I'm going to have to cut it again. I'm so sorry, guys. Alright, testing. Well, it looks fine. And this is exactly where we were just 10 seconds prior, where we see Smile now getting initiated upon. Track onto him, Shuriken Toss as well. Flame Break going to land the finishing blow. Fogged is going to get Fiend's Grip, but is this really the most important target? There's no lasso available. Tama Wild arming that Sonic Wave. Will on the Way Too Sexy. Way Too Sexy is probably going to drop down from this one as well. Dignitas possibly getting a little bit too over-aggressive. And whatever I did seemed to have worked, for now at least. Next Puck is actually going to go for a Necrobook level 3. Ooh, it's a very interesting item from Puck. It's a very old school item on Puck, actually. Not going for additional tankiness or additional hex, is going to actually find NS, sick the Necronomicon units onto him, and the track gold as well as the Shuriken Toss helping out to get Sneaking yet another kill with track gold on top of that. And that's really the synergy that you want with Necrobooks, but really the point of that item is to be able to reach the high ground. Now he's going to be completely safe to teleport out of here. And sneaking will go for one set of Necro Books. VP do have a good amount of spells that are just randomly thrown AoE spells. You can see right there, Dragon Slave has just been thrown out. Queen of Pain has a whole slew of them. Nature's Prophet has one, and I guess the Beetles also count a little bit. But really, you want those Necro Books to jump onto whoever you are targeting, whoever's silenced as well as stuck in that Dream Coil, and then hopefully they dive to someone, because that's a lot of pure damage. It's like what, 600 pure damage, I believe. And that hurts. That's more than half of Queen of Pain's HP. That's more than half of everyone's HP. That will almost kill Lena outright if she accidentally kills that unit. But Team Dignitas, 9-30 is the score thus far in this game. And they're just going to go straight for Roshan. Lightning Hammer has been picked up from the Spirit Bear. Will help killing off this Roshan. Here comes the BKB Bounty Hunter as well. And really, VP, they're too far away, both physically as well as in golden experience, to contest this Roshan. And it's going to be sneaking once again, who's going to pick up that Aegis. So even if he gets picked out this time, he's just going to come right back. And what the hell is going on? It was fine. I fixed it. No. Oh my god, I'm literally at 1 frame per second. This is awful. Oh god. Alright, if that didn't work, then I have no idea what will. We are right back into this. We'll see Roshan drop, and it looks like it's going too fast. So, I think this is where we were. Roshan just been killed by Team Dignitas. Let's take a quick recap, more for me than for you, because for me a lot more time has passed. 20,000 gold, 20,000 experience in favor of Team Dignitas, and now they're barreling down the mid lane. Now VP, there's not really much that they could do about this. They're going to have to worry about sneaking, jumping in immediately for two-man Dream Coil. Going to go for Illidan right off the bat. The Lincoln Sphere will proc him, save him for enough time to get that time lapse, but going right into the clutches of the bear, and Illidan is going to drop right away along with Ars Art. BKB was used for Universe, as was the lasso from Batrider, but top of the puck ultimate as well. But only two. For only 2 heroes down, that's going to be more than enough for Team Dignitas to break the top of the hill and go for the tier 3 as well. Still having some frame rate issues. I might have to give this recording a break, or give my day of recording a break after this. Kind of a shame this is only the first one I've done. Tame a while going to go straight in, but instantly lift up into the air, demolished in a second from sneaking, landing the killing blow. And now the mid-Raxes are going to fall. Team Dignitas with the Aegis and then a surgical poke into the middle of the base. Oh, evading the Scream of Pain. Now going to go for the Pain Elemental. Universe going to pick that one up. Tame My Wild as well as Smile trying to fight their way out of this. The Force Staff from Fogged, he does not want to let Crazy escape. He will have to do so. But in the end, it is still 2 down. And Fade Bolt, Sonic Wave stolen. GG is the call by NS. And I spent all that freaking time, figuring out what the hell was wrong and then fixing it. It looks like it is fixed. And then VP just give up. Sneaking, I gotta say, sneaking is too damn good. I used to be a huge fan of PB. Didn't really follow them as much once they turned into Team Dignitas, even though I do like Team Dignitas as well, as a franchise, as a company. But I gotta say, sneaking coming into this is making Dignitas look absolutely terrifying. This puck performance has been absolutely stellar, not to mention the fact that Universe has been all over this game as well. 9-0-15, and the GGs have been called, ladies and gentlemen. Dignitas will go 1-0 over Team VP Virtus Pro in this best of 3 from the Premier League Season 4. I just looked at some sort of thread or something on Reddit where they said that the next stages are going to come soon. So I have about 3 pages of replays to plow through before that happens, and hopefully my voice is up to it. I want to give you guys as current games as possible. But unfortunately, with my schedule, I cannot always find a couple hours a day to cast, or at least not nearly enough. Like, not just a couple hours. I mean, like, one game takes about an hour. This game itself, 30 minutes, 45 minutes with the draft. You need a lot of time to go through a set, guys, and I'm going to try my best to catch up, but I wouldn't hold my breath. Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this cast, like, subscribe, even with all those frame rate issues. If you didn't, then yes, it's the frame rate issues, but if there's some other reason, let me know why. Other than that, guys, GG. See you in the next game.